got me feeling alright. Whenever I'm around you, baby, you make me feel so
A very good evening. No, wait, other way around. Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, everyone. I'm DJ Sean, and welcome through to the stream. Hello. Wow, Dom, thank you so much for the host. A very warm welcome to everyone from Dom's stream. Wow, that kind of worked out really, really well. Hello to everyone. Well, tonight we are in X-Plane 11, and we're in the land of the big long cloud, or the long white cloud. That's how the saying goes, the land of the long white cloud. I think hardcore porn NZ is going to kick my ass if I get that wrong. We are flying with some mixed weather tonight. The weather in Christchurch not looking too good. The weather in Auckland looking even worse. And a very warm welcome to everyone, and Dom, thank you again so very, very much. Well, like I said, we are in X-Plane 11. If I chuck up the iPad, you can see it just on the top of your screen just there. Might move that out of the way just for now. Having a look for any of those playing along at home that might have not guessed it. We are in New Zealand, and you can see our route just there, just off. You got Australia there, just off to the left. Looking at the weather for Auckland, you can see that in the chat right now. Not looking great. There's a tempo there, 6,000 and rain. There's some low cloud about. Well, actually not hugely low cloud. A lot of rain around as well. A few thunderstorms there in the forecast as well. We'll get to having a look at that in just a few minutes. So that's our route there. We're headed north, Christchurch to Auckland. We are not online. One thing I forgot to do with getting everything ready is jump onto VATSIM. So we very well soon will be online if anyone wants to come with us. I'm just going to log in right now. There we go. Okay, we now officially online and doing this live on VATSIM. We've moved the time around, unfortunately. It's about hardcore porn or silent hour. Definitely keep me correct me here, it's probably about 20 past 9 p.m. local time there in New Zealand at the moment. So it's very much dark over in NZ. Okay, damn it, I was off by an hour. About 20 past 8 there in the PM local time. So it's nighttime there. So we have brought the time back. I think we were about 2:30 in the afternoon or something like that. So hopefully we can go ahead and see a little bit of the terrain around New Zealand. I don't know how we're going to go with that. The weather in New Zealand's looking pretty crap. Let's jump into the sim and take a look. Alrighty, so we're sitting here on the aero bridge. Let's go and get on board here. So we'll come down here very slowly and carefully walk on board the aircraft there. UTC +12, there you go, awesome stuff. So we are on board the aircraft, got some lovely Coke there. And looking down there, haven't started boarding yet. We're just the first ones to arrive. Let's go ahead and have a look on the flight deck here. Looking a little bit dark and gloomy here. It is overcast in Christchurch at the moment. Looking a bit dodgy, the old weather as we come down here, and we'll plant our ass on the left-hand seat just here. Having a look out the window, it is the little bit that we can see, it's looking pretty crap up there. It's overcast here at the moment. Using the latest version of SkyMaxx. SkyMaxx released a patch only just a few hours ago, actually, taking them to version. Hey. Wow. 8 months. Holy cow. Could I ask for a better mod? I don't think I can. Jetta, thank you so much for being with me for 8 months, mate. I really very much appreciate it. And you get to play with all those new emotes. Cheers again. Buff, what's that? The route. That is not the route. That is not the route. I swear I updated that. Look at that. The wheels are falling off the stream already. Excellent. Hey! Oh, Billy. At Twitch Prime. I think I always forget to do that, Dom, and you always call me out on it. Billy, thank you and welcome to the Fight and Flight Club. Thank you very much for the Twitch Prime sub. I very much appreciate it. Welcome to the club, buddy. All right, we're sitting on the flight deck here. One of the things we absolutely need to do is start getting the aircraft filled up. So what we might do here is just go to ground services and, no, that's not where it is. It's under payload now, isn't it? There we go. And call the fuel truck. If we come over here, I might just switch you to progress. Come over here, look out the window. Oh, look at that. There's a Korean Air 737. And more importantly, though, there is our fuel truck filling us up with some delicious motion lotion. There we go. Enjoying the new emotes there, guys. Tonight we're on the Reds. So I have a couple of bottles. It was my partner's birthday celebrations last weekend, and his actual birthday's this weekend, this Sunday. But we got a lot of bottles of wine for presents, so I thought I'd do the honourable thing and start drinking them on him. So we've started that tonight with a lovely red just here. Not a lovely red, it's a cheap red. Actually, I'm starting with the stuff that I bought. I'm starting with the stuff that I bought, but then, you know, depending on how the stream goes, we might just start getting into the stuff that he got. So we'll see there. I'll resubscribe after the second bottle. Jamie, thank you so much, and welcome to the Fight and Flight Club. If anyone's thinking I look a bit stiff tonight, thank you. It's because I've totally fucked my neck. Being hunched over a computer this week, it's been a very, very busy week. I've hurt my neck with a little bit of repetitive stress injury, I think. So I just need to make sure I keep moving and try and not lock my neck up for too long in one position. So if you see me in VR doing these ones, oh, that was a crack just there. You know, oh, that actually feels not half bad. You'll know exactly what's going on. Alrighty, I'm getting stuck talking here. Let's move the yoke down there, or that's right, the yoke vanishes on this aeroplane. Let's get some lights on here. It's actually really quite dark here on the flight deck. You're probably saying the same thing there. And we'll get some panel lights on here, and we'll get some lights on over here as well. Those light switches, or the light knob, just up there. Alrighty, so we are on board the aircraft now. We inherited the aircraft in a semi-powered up state, not too dissimilar to how you'd receive it in the real aircraft, in the real world, with the aircraft on the ground power, with basically every system off. And because there's no one on board the aircraft, the exit lights are not armed. Now that we're on board the aircraft, we can go ahead and arm those exit lights. Get the chimes done in. We'll turn one of the fuel pumps on, and we're going to go ahead and start the APU. Got the low oil pressure light there. Go ahead and hold that for 2 seconds. 1 potato, 2 potato, 3. Release that. Up comes the APU. We're going to way along the panel here. We're going to leave the IRS alignment until we swing the buses. If we swing the buses from ground power to something like the APU when they're aligned, you'll get a fault and you'll totally blow your 8 minutes that you wasted trying to get the bastards to align. So we'll wait till the power is swung on the buses there before we go ahead and do that. Ground's told us we're okay to pressurize the hydraulics. We'll go ahead and get those guys pressurized now. Come over here to the yaw damper switch. Probably needs a little bit more. That won't come on actually until we align the IRSs. So we get the ground, we get that aligned. We are still filling up, so we leave the fasten seatbelt sign off for now. Don't want to strap anyone in when the aircraft catches fire and you're strapped in there to your seatbelt. The APU is now available. We'll go ahead and swing those buses, and we'll go ahead and bring the bleed on from the APU and turn the left and right packs on. Alrighty, now we go up to the IRS. We have got fast IRS aligned. That's not like me to cheat, but in the interest of getting this show on the road, we've got the fast align for the 7.3 active tonight. Heads down, bums up into the box. We've got NZCH, November Zulu Charlie Hotel. Chuck that in there. That's going to give us a reference airport, South 43, 28.5, East 172. Has the GPS found something? Yes, and they're both the same. Always a good sign. Go ahead and chuck that in there. That's close enough. We're not going to be the exact same spot given the fact that we're on the airfield and not an airport. Alrighty, that's going to take a couple of minutes or a couple of seconds to align. Cheating. We're not up to nuts and guts just yet, Dom. Not quite just yet. Okay, one thing I will do for those in the stream, can I get an updated meta for Christchurch, please? Well, yeah, that's probably closer to the real point there, James. Cheers, mate. All right, we got 1020, so let's go ahead and plug that in. 1020 on that side. Down the middle, we got 10. Whoop, I'm zooming too far in my knobs here. 1020, and don't worry, guys, I'll get your side. It's 1020 on your side, just there as well. There you go. Alrighty, that's looking pretty good now, and we've had the IRS aligned. So what we might do is tell the guys that they can start boarding. So start the flight leg, and we should get some people to start boarding now. And oh look, she's already there and happy to be there. Captain Australia, hello buddy, welcome to the stream. I found out that your ex-pilot is the .meta is give the meta in the airport. Yes, deep aside, it does, buddy. Absolutely. VRETA 14 minutes. Awesome buff. We can't depart for another 14 minutes at least then. She's had a few too many in the lounge. I think you might be right there, mate. Let's go ahead. We'll test the oxygen on my side. I'll reach over and test the oxygen on your side. Don't read into it. I'm just putting my hand between your legs, guys. Nothing we really need to worry about just there. Let's go ahead and do the party trick. We'll do a lights test. We'll check the annunciators on my side. I'll again do your side. You guys are slacking off tonight, and let's go through and have a little bit of a look at the lights here. That main panel to me is looking like it's lighting up. It's doing everything it needs to do. The leader's on board, thank you. Having a look at the overhead panel panel here, looking pretty good there as well. We'll work our way up the panel here, making sure it all looks nice and sharp. And coming up here to the upper overhead panel, equally everything looking really good just there. Coming down here, let's have a look at the lights down here. Everything on the radio panel lighting up. It's looking really good. We'll go ahead now and scrap the lights test. There we go. Let's explain setting. Where are you flying from and to? So Captain Australia, we're flying from Christchurch in New Zealand up to Auckland today. If you have someone who likes explain settings, can you just copy, say, their custom scenario or plugins folder and place your folder with theirs, and it will... Is someone ripping a bong in the back or something? What about you guys? Did anyone just see a shitload of cloud come through? Okay. Yeah. Fine and normal. I don't know if that was lightning or that was cloud. I don't know. It just wafted through the flight deck. I don't know, maybe the APU's about to kick the bucket, or we're losing a pack or something like that. I don't know. We got the left and right research fans on, so they're doing their thing. I don't know. Okay, let's just double check. Let's have a quick look out the window before we continue on. Interesting. We have finished refueling. There's no fuel truck there anymore. Let's go ahead and turn that fasten seatbelt sign on right now. Okay, the next thing we need to do, it's into the fire test. It's a left, it's a right. We should have all that light up, which we do. Into the cargo fire test, we should get the same alarm, which we do. Into the TCAS test now. Alrighty, having a look at the manual gear extension handles. They're all in the closed and locked position. I can't see the circuit breakers well enough. Let's get here and turn that guy on. Does it light up the circuit breakers? Not very well. They're all looking like they're in the closed position. Nothing is open. And my mother trying to call me while we're live. Sammy, thank you so much for the follow. Welcome to the stream. All right, that's all looking pretty good. To the overhead panel now. The up overhead panel. Okay, we're into the flight recorder test. So when we open this and switch to the test setting, we should see the flight recorder light extinguish. It does. That's a good test. Over the stool stick shaker test, you can see my side shaking its tits off just there. If I come down here, it's also shaking its tits off just there. Over to the max speed. And that's another good test just there. One final test and then we're good to go. The GPWS test. Gives me a chance to drink more wine. It's the only reason I do all these tests.
Terrain. Pull up. Obstacle.
What does that test? Let's go out and have a little bit of a look at the scenery. So, wow, that's interesting in the one of the latest patches there for SkyMaxx. That's probably why we're getting some weather through the flight deck here. And if we have a look at the SkyMaxx rendering, here we go, cloud terrain blend. There we go. If we click and bring that up a little bit, I think 0 puts the clouds into the ground. If we just click and redraw that, we might no longer have a problem. Yeah, there you go. The cloud's sitting just above the ground now. And not causing us any dramas. You can see a lovely big pocket of blue sky has opened up above us. Wonderful. If you're wondering what this weather system is, this is SkyMaxx version 4, the latest version of SkyMaxx here. And that weather looking like it's touching the ground here. I don't think you can park there, little buddy. Anyway, let's keep going. Alrighty, that's that final test done now. Let's go ahead and do our pre-flight checklist. So this is the first checklist of the flight today. It's the pre-flight checklist for those of you that haven't seen this before. We start from the top left and end up at the very bottom there if we're going to secure the aircraft after we land. First one's up is the oxygen's tested 100% my side. I also tested your side 100%. The navigation, transfer and display switches. Those guys were looking for normal and auto, and those guys live up just here, normal and auto while we're up here. on comes the yaw damper switch just there. Okie dokie, yeah, we're over to the window heat. We're looking for the 4 switches to be on. Those window heat switches all live along the back there. You can see the 4 switches in the on position and the associated annunciator lights indicating that they are on. Okay, pressurization mode selector, we're looking for auto. He lives over there in the far corner of the panel. He is on auto. And we're going to go ahead and set this opportunity, or take this opportunity to also set our cruise level for the flight today. That way I don't forget it. That's flight level 350. Whoops. Whoopsie. Sorry guys, I'm fiddling with my iPad here. Okay, flight level 350, there we go. All right, the flight instruments, the next ones we're looking for is heading and QNH. So this is a check between both my side and your side. So looking on my side, we've got heading 083, we've got a QNH 1020 on the backup. If we come over here to your side, 1020 and heading 083, looking really good. If I can find where my checklist is, there it is. Okay, the next one is the parking brake followed by the engine start lever. So the parking brake, we want it to be set, that's on, and the engine start levers we're looking for cut off. If we come down here and have a little bit of a looky-loo, you can see there the parking brake is set and the engine start levers are cut off. That's the pre-flight checklist complete. Wow, we have Christchurch approach, Christchurch Centre, and Asus online now. Wow, that's looking pretty cool. Alrighty, let's go to the next step, which is a review of the flight plan. So I'm just going to get this up on the iPad so you can all play along at home. Alrighty. Get my little bits and pieces organized. So we are operating velocity 9104 from Christchurch to Auckland tonight. This is some dispatch notes to crew, so you can see our adequate airports, as well as it's a non-EDTO flight. We're not flying over weather, an extended period over weather or terrain without a suitable airport. The alternate must be planned for Christchurch and an alternate must be planned for Auckland. I believe they're more international notes rather than domestics. We have got an alternate planned for Auckland tonight because the weather's looking pretty dicey. Okay, nothing is wrong with the aircraft. You can see that there, discrepancy items, nothing's busted with the aircraft yet. And this is the flight plan that we filed with the ATC. Don't really need to go through that guy. The air traffic control will tell us if they've got a problem with it. Okay, this page here, like I said, 9104 Christchurch to Auckland. Got a trip time. If we go to the times and fuel, we've got a trip time of about 1 hour and 9 minutes for this flight. Relatively pretty quick. Requiring about 3.3 tons of fuel. This weight is all metric. We've got a standard 8-minute contingency that we pile on there. We have got an alternate, which is windy Wellington. That's not looking half bad tonight. That's another 2.6 tons. The standard fixed reserve, another 1.2 tons. The minimum required for this flight is about 2 hours and 51 minutes worth of flight time, or if we convert that to fuel, just a bee's dick short of 7.5 tons. I've chucked an extra 20 minutes of tanker fuel on there just in case we do a go around into Auckland. I want to have a couple of attempts of the approach before we piss off to Wellington. And if we have a look there, the minimum we need to take off with is about 8 tonne. We're actually going to burn a little bit there in the taxi. So all up on the ramp here, we're looking at about requiring about 8.3 tons. If I zoom right in there, we have got 8.2 tons on the flight tonight. We have got that APU started, so it's natural to burn through a little bit of fuel with the APU running. When we get up to Auckland, by the time we burn off some fuel, get up there, we're having about an hour and 47 minutes up our sleeve worth of flying time, or about 4 basic short of 4.8 tons. If we come over to the weights section just here, our takeoff I dare you to pull into a belt house like into a lazy 8. Sorry mate, that's I'm keen for doing a lot of stuff, but that's not going to happen tonight. One thing that's going to happen is we're going to need another glass of wine in a minute. Okay, the zero fuel weight for the aircraft, that's the weight of the aircraft and payload without fuel, is 59.3 tons. We're going to add about 8.3 tons worth of motion lotion. Going to taxi out and burn about 175 kilos there in the taxi out of Christchurch. We're looking at a blast off weight of about 67.3, 67.4 tons. Like I said previously, going to burn about 3.2, 3.3 on the flight up, land into Auckland, a weight of 64.1 tons. The max landing weight for this aircraft, 66.3 tons. You can see there that we are over our max landing weight. Just need to remember that for our departure briefing coming up in just a few minutes. Wondering how this works, it's those two together, minus that one equals that one, minus that one equals that one. And we just want to check that guy there, obviously, is about a plus a ton on that weight there. We just need to be mindful of that if we need to come back to Christchurch. Alrighty, we're not going to worry about the schedule for this flight. I've adjusted the flight time, the real time? I've adjusted the real time, guys. That's pretty exciting stuff. I've adjusted the in-sim time. In-sim? That doesn't sound right either. The sim time. We don't take the in out and just use sim. Yeah, let's do that. Alrighty, over to the shear rate, mate. So we're up at flight level 350. Our flight today, 35,000 feet. For those coming from DCS, that's Angels 35, and the shear rate is 2. The wind when we get up there is 19 degrees at just 10 knots. Wow, that's yeah, wow. Different from what we've seen in Australia over the last few weeks and months, where we've had wind of 125, 130 knots up at those upper levels. If you're wondering what the hell a shear rate is, it basically talks about the cruise segment of our flight and just how displaced the air is up there. Given the fact that it's 2, anything greater than 6 means we'll have a fairly bumpy flight. 2 means it's going to be pretty smooth flight. I totally forgot what I was trying to say there. Okay, looking at our alternates there, that doesn't like me selecting all that. Oop, it does not like me selecting that line. Our primary alternate you can see there is Wellington, and if we need to divert from Auckland, that's the route that we'll take. As you can see, 55 minutes to get there. Pretty straightforward stuff. Pretty easy. Don't need to worry about the contingency summary for this particular flight. This page here, you'll see... Hey! Okay, yeah, sure. Dylan, thank you so much for continuing your Fight and Flight Club subscription there, mate. I really appreciate it. Hey. I'm living in your hair. Thank you very much for the follow. But Dylan, I really appreciate 8 months, brother. Thank you so very, very much. Okay, this page here, you'll see me come back to this in just a few minutes. This page here is the actual flight plan. It lists all our waypoints, top of climb, any step climb, stop and descent. It also has the all-important fuel information. You'll see me refer to this a couple of times during the flight just to make sure that no, I'm not doing something fucking crazy and burning through tons and tons of fuel there. Okay, we're going to have a couple of pages for the flight plan. We've also got a page there for the alternate flight plan. Hopefully we don't need to use that. There's a chance we might. That weather looking pretty dodgy in Auckland. Okay, speaking of dodgy weather, we'll skip the review of the weather here for Christchurch. We've got the latest weather there on the chat. We've also got the ATIS live here, which we'll go through and listen to in just a sec. Looking at our destination here. So this observation was taken at 0700, so it's getting a little bit old now, almost an hour and 40 minutes old. But the observation was taken at the wind 080 at 12 knots. Good cloud, no cloud detected, 15 degrees with a dew point of 12, QNH1012. There was a tempo active for visibility reducing to just 6 kilometers and passing rain. If we look at the forecast there, and you can really see it, that tempo is active between that time there. We're going to see quite a few towering storms around, and that visibility reducing to 6,000 and passing showers as well. There's also a probability here of this guy. What are we doing with the 26070? Wow, yeah, probably 30% during this time, where that visibility is going to be further decreasing to just 3 kilometers there, and some thunderstorms and rain, some low cloud there, and some broken CBs. Charlie Bravo is at 2,000 feet, so we could be dodging storms as we get closer to Auckland tonight. And then between that time, you can see the wind shifting around to the north there, about 5 knots. So the weather's not looking great for Auckland. We should expect a few storms. Part of the reason I chose the Auckland to fly tonight is because SkyMaxx does really good depiction of thunderstorms. It lights up the clouds around lightning and all that sort of jazz, and makes it really fun to fly around. It's nice not flying through an invisible thunderstorm because the weather engine you've got doesn't model them. Okay, having a look at our alternate here is windy Wellington. Not so windy today, 070 at 4 knots. It's actually, the wind is variable. Yeah, it's fairly standard for Wellington being right on the water there, between 010 degrees and 140. You fire up the sim, James. Yeah, buddy, no drums. Get into it. So the wind being quite variable there between 010 and 140 degrees. So quite a big shift there. Not uncommon for Wellington. Wellington being a real pain in the arse to land into. There's some broken cloud there at 3,000. Temperature 14, dew point 09, QNH 1019. No significant weather forecast for the next little while. Maybe some rain in the forecast there a little bit, but nothing too severe for Wellington. We're not going to Norfolk. Let's skip looking at that for now. Coming to this next page. This page is a profile shot of our flight. If you were to look at the flight from the side, we're going from Christchurch that way. Ooh, get that knob out of the way. Christchurch to Auckland. You can see there's a little bit of weather there and a little bit of weather there, but that cruise segment of our flight looking really, really good. And you can see there everyone is a happy chappy. Probably but you probably thought I was drawing something totally different there, but you'd be totally wrong. And anyway, carrying on. This is a top-down view of our flight, not too dissimilar to what you see beside me just here. This is the same view, but we've got some added wind there. So you can see quite the wind change through New Zealand tonight. Got some wind sort of coming out of there. It sort of turns into that, and then we've sort of basically got a crosswind that hallway up to Auckland when we fly up there tonight. There you go. That is a review of the flight plan, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. If you've got any questions or you're wondering what the fuck all that was, please shout out and I can answer those questions for you. Alrighty, we've got the Asus 127.2. Let's get that guy dialed up. 127 decimal 2. Get that guy dialed in just there, and bada bing, bada boom.
2.10.
Shit, I need to write this down. Shit, wait.
On first contact with Christchurch ATC.
Shit.
Notify receipt of Mike.
Mike. Yeah, let's get the iPad back up. Information, Mike.
Information, Mike. I issued at 0800 Zulu. Expect ILS DME approach runway 02 and 11 in use. Runway condition dry. For delivery ground and tower contact approach 126.1. Surface wind 040 degrees 12 knots. Visibility more than 10 kilometers. Cloud. Broken clouds at 1000 feet. Broken clouds at 1700 foot. Temperature 11. Dew point 10. QNH 1020. On first contact with Christchurch ATC. Notify.
All right, Christchurch approach 126.1. 126.1.
Christchurch information, Mike. I issued at 0800 Zulu. Expect ILS DME approach.
There we go. Alrighty. Do you use a yoke? No, I don't. You said something about the fuel being a B's short of 7.5. Can I get a more accurate measure? A B's dick short. It's like about that much, you know? It's a pretty big B and a pretty big... Anyway. Thanks, buddy. Any good tutorials or things to do when beginning X-Plane 11? Yeah, there's heaps of good tutorials around. I wish I had some. If you head over to youtube.com/DJSean00 for a bit of a selfless plug, I've got a few tutorials over there, but there's heaps of tutorials. Pretty big, yeah, Billy. It's anyway. That's all we're going to say about that. Okay, let's have a look at our route today as Navigraph charts on my iPad kicks the bucket. I'll go to load it up our chart just there. Loading flight. There we go. Alrighty. So, where can we expect to be, or what departure can we expect? So, the runways in use, they said is what would they say? They said it was 01, 02, or 11. Fuck. I don't know what. I can't remember Christchurch. Okay, let me open the charts here. I can't remember what the charts are here. Flaps, hello buddy, welcome to the stream. I'm not too sure. I don't think it is. No, it's based on Jeppesen. Jeppesen charts is what it's based on. I don't know what Navtech is. Sorry, I do know what Navtech is, but I don't know what they base their charts off. Oh well, there you go. Maybe it's similar. I'm not too sure. Airport chart. Let's get the airport chart up here and have a look. What's that 02? Yeah, it's not going to be runway 11. It's going to be runway 02 there. We're going to be off 02. Okay, so if we close all this and go back to the main page here, if we dial in runway 02 and we go departures and we just look at all the departures, you can see there the 02 in red, you got the gut Bravo 1 Papa to our first waypoint, which is Glen. So it's going to be one of those ones to Glen, I dare say. And I don't really know. The 1 Papa? Potentially the 1 Papa to Glen? Could that be it? Let's have a look at that guy just there.
Approach, good evening, Danger 225, direct Maximus on V7 Alpha for the Asus.
02, we're going via Glen. That looks...
3000.
Shut up. Shut up. There we go. All right. That looks about right for guessing a departure here. I always like to have a little bit of a look at the departure before I call up for clearance. Otherwise, they sometimes say something you totally weren't expecting, or you just totally didn't know, and I can never read back the name of it. I don't know. I must be stupid.
09er, you are cleared for takeoff.
Roger.
Roger.
LA departure frequency 123.9.
So the Gutboo
Roger.
1 Papa is what I think we might get.
Over.
All right.
What?
Flight 209er, clear for vector 324.
We got
Huh?
clearance, Clarence. Roger, Roger. What's our vector, Victor?
That better not totally get me DMCA buff. Oh, you do it too, Dom? Oh, I'm glad I'm not the only person here. This is such a coincidence, but I just got accepted into the RAF fighter training school. Oh my god. That's awesome, buddy. Congratulations from all of us. Josh, hey, Josh, buddy, welcome to the stream, buddy. How you doing? All right, let's go get some clearance. Approach, good evening, velocity 9104 for Auckland, request clearance.
Velocity 9104, information November, direct unit 1020, cleared to Auckland via the flight route, flight level 350. Christchurch Alpha radar departure, squawk 5503.
Okay, cleared to Auckland as flight level 350, the Christchurch 5 Alpha radar departure and squawk 5503, and we've now got November velocity 9104. Okay, we'll totally fucking forget what I just said.
Velocity 9104, read back correct.
Okay. Hey, mate. Okay, so totally wrong what I put in. They've given us a radar vectored departure. That's not unusual. So what we might do is we might get rid of this guy and we'll go back to the departures here, and it's going to be the Christchurch, what did he say, 5 Bravo? 5 Alpha departure. Ah, there it is. That guy's just there. Add to route. 5 Alpha, we'll go ahead and add it to route. How do I get the chart to show up? Shouldn't the chart just be there? And maybe I'm going nuts. 5 Alpha. Don't I click on something? Okay, I don't clearly know what the fuck I'm doing. Let's go just to SID and we'll just get the manual chart up that way. So what was it? It was chart. Oh, it doesn't tell us. Christchurch. Christchurch 5 Alpha. There we go. That guy just there. See you later, buddy. No worries, mate. Thanks for stopping by. Yeah, I don't know why he's got us on the radar departure tonight. Josh, I installed 11.50 and wow, really good FPS boost. Oh, awesome, mate. Yeah, it's again a bit subjective to the add-ons that you're using and stuff like that. But I got about a 10 to 15 FPS jump. In some situations, a little bit more. So yeah, absolutely, it's definitely been a good step forward. Okay, so this chart just here, 10-3 kilo is what we want. Yeah, right. So what have they got here? So what is it? So the 5 alpha is minimum turn altitude is 530 feet. Track 001. Expect radar vectors. Okay. So Christchurch 5 Alpha to 2,000 feet. Transition from flights that will cross the FIR boundary. 260 above completion. What's the NZO FIR boundary? Where's that? I don't know if I see I don't see boundaries in this chart program, do I? Is that this guy just here? Is that the green chart? Is that the green line we can see down the chart just there? I think it is. I think that's the FIR boundary there, the green line. Yeah, Josh, you're right. Okay, so we're not crossing that. So what's my assigned altitude then if we're not crossing that? Because he didn't give us one on the clearance there. Green, yeah, flaps. That's the one. Okay, so we're not. So that's the oceanic transition. So it's going to be nothing. There. Rate the shear rate mug. Yeah, we have got a whole bunch of merch available and some limited edition mugs as well as the first batch there. So what do we got? So should we expect radar vectors? I don't see an altitude here. So. Transition altitude on the way up 150. Contact Christchurch control whenever practical prior to 1,500 feet. I don't see an altitude here to fly to. Okay, cool. Well, we'll just rock and roll. I might just set 5,000 feet and we'll go with that. What was the squawk? The squawk was 55. Oh, of course you totally reset. 5503. So let's get rid of the iPad for now. It's 5503 on the squawk. 55 0. Whoop, that's the wrong knob. 03, and we'll just set 5,000 on the MC. On the glare shield there. Clear flight level 350 report passing on the departure report. Okay, maybe we'll just go straight to 350 then. Yeah, I did write down 350. It's a bit foreign to me to be cleared to that flight level straight away. But hey, maybe they do stuff different in NZ. I'm not too sure. Alrighty, well I think we're ready to go and get heads down, bums up into the box. So let's go ahead and get that sorted right now. I think we just need to come down a little bit. We're a little bit high up into the panel to get the iPad up just there. Mammoth, hello buddy, welcome to the stream. Hope you're well. Okay, so this page just here, I skipped over it just before. This is the business end of the flight plan. As you can see here, this is the route that we're going to fly. 410 gentle miles for us, flight level 350. We're going to go ahead and work our way across the FMC data entry line. You can see some spot wind information there, some adequate airports should we need to, if things get really serious, just there. And you've got some other, some non-EDTO to take off data there for the different 737 variants. Okay, so let's going to go ahead and work our way across that FMC data entry line. So the route is a bit of a funky one. It's CHC, AKL, which is fairly normal, but this is one of our ferry flight routes, which is why it's a bit funky. 99 Delta for domestic. Chuck that guy in there, bada bing, activate that. We are velocity 9104. Chuck that in there. It was runway 02 is going to be our guy just there. The departure is a select. It's the Christchurch 5 Alpha. Go ahead and activate that. We're into the performance initialization page. No, buddy, no redemption. Okay, so we've got a zero fuel weight on 59.3. We've got a reserve for this flight of 3.7. And a cost index fairly standard for us of 20. We're up at flight level 350 for tonight's flight, and that wind when we get up there is 019 at just 10 knots. I still can't believe it. 10 knots, and it's a balmy negative 56. Whoops, that doesn't go there, that goes there. Thank you very much. On the way up, it's 15,000. Get that guy dialed in and into this page just here. We've got, what have we got, 11 knots there. We might, what's the actual runway length here for Christchurch? 10,787 feet, heaps of room. Now I wonder if we can take Alpha 6. Even with Alpha 6, we can do a 24k D rate. This is light enough. Get rid of the iPad for now. Over to the takeoff page, flaps 5 for this departure, giving us that guy just there, 4.75 on the trimmy trim. Oh yeah, look at that. Bang, that's close enough just there. And those are our guys just there. Those are our speeds just there. Having a look at our acceleration height, we might go 1500. This is probably going to wipe out our no, it's not 1500 a piece on both the acceleration height and the thrust reduction height. We've got 149 on V2. Up to the overhead actually up to the autopilot panel here, we'll chuck in 149 as our climb out speed just there. Okie dokie, lemon yoki. It's over to the cruise page, 0.78 for us for the flight today, and we're 0.78/280 for the descent profile to match the company. Just there on the way down, it is. What did I get that mixed up? Is it 1.5? What is it on the way up and way down? So transition on the way up is down, transition alt on the way. Yeah, okay. Right. No, wait, it's the other way around. I'm an idiot. The transition on the way up is 13,000. There we go. That's looking a bit better. All right, that's looking pretty good. Just that's not looking pretty good. Let's have a look. Let's have a look there. That's not looking very grand. What have we done just there? So Christchurch. Okay. So we've got Glenn. There we go. That should fix that guy up. Perfect. All right. Have we got a VOR for Christchurch? 115.3. We do. Okay, 115.3. So what I'm going to do now, everyone, is start configuring the aircraft up for our departure. If you don't know what the hell I'm doing, don't be alarmed. I'll brief it in just a few short minutes. Okie dokie. So what do we want? We want another one, which is the approach. 02, dial that guy in just there. And what have we got? 1099. 1099. So swing that. Actually, 1099's there. That makes it really handy for us. 5503. We might get rid of you. We'll go to Lorraine on my side, and we'll have weather on your side when we go. Auto brakes to RTO. Flight director on mine is master. Yours is the slave, which is why I get the master flag on my side. What do we got? 016. We'll get that swung around now. 016. 149. The heading for our departure was runway heading, I'm pretty sure. Oh no, it was 001. Swing that one around there. 001. VNAV, LNAV, flight level 350, and we'll swing yours around as well. 016. Just there. A firm flaps. Yeah, I'm preparing for the engine out right now, actually. Or the return. What do we got here? We got 323. 23 is set just there. Somebody knows what they're doing. Okay. Check there. Everything's looking pretty good. Okay. I think we will just very quickly get the charts into the sim here before we get into VR and totally forget that I've done that. So we're just going to match up the charts that we've got in the iPad here to the charts we've got in the sim. We've got chart 10-9, which is that guy just there. We've got chart 10-3 kilo, 10-3... kilo, the very bottom one just there, and we need a ILS chart 11-1 for the approach. 11-1, there we go. Perfect. All right, get that guy just there. Get that chart just there. And that chart there equally looking very, very nice. All right. Yeah, Flaps, it happens the one time you forget. Absolutely. Okie dokie. Guys, what we're going to do now is a departure briefing. For those of you that haven't done this before, this is a conversation between both members of the flight crew, so me and the 42 of you, to have a bit of a chat about the flight. We want to cover off the most important two segments of the flight, which is the takeoff and landing. We'll do an arrival briefing when we're up in the air, but for now it is a departure briefing. Like I said, guys, you are flying along with me. If you have any questions during this, please let me know. Okay, what we want to double check here is we are operating velocity 9104 today from Christchurch to Auckland. We've got the weather there. It's information November is current now. And I did check on the text. There are no major changes that we need to worry about. The visibility and some low cloud around Christchurch, but other than that, looking pretty decent. We're over here on bay number 24. So for us, it's going to be a pushback nose left tail right. No, I reverse that. It's going to be a pushback nose right tail left, and I will complete the pushback where I will manually guide the aircraft around. Once we're onto the taxiway, I'll then switch into the cockpit and start up the engines. We can't use better pushback tonight. Okay, it's runway 02 for us. It's going to be a fairly short taxi. We're going to go across 10229. You can see just there. Taxi along to Alpha. We'll ask for Alpha 6 if it's available. If it's not, we'll just blast off from Alpha 7. Talking about blasting off, the runway we've got, if we go down to Alpha 7, is 10,787 feet long. That's about 3,288 meters for those metric orientated. Talking about getting onto the runway, it's going to be a left-hand seat takeoff. Sorry guys, you can take off next time, I promise. Flaps 5 for our departure, and we've got a 24k D rate. No assumed temp for this departure. The surface condition for the runway is dry. There's no huge obstacles around that we need to worry about. And from 0 through to 80 knots. You guys on the stream, if you do see anything you think I've forgotten, you think is wrong, please mash the keyboard as hard as you can with your face or fingers. Hey, Delta Yankee! Right in the middle of my briefing, brother. Fun. Delta Yankee, don't worry about the timing. Thank you so much for continuing your Flight and Flight Club subscription. 8 months, mate. Great to see you, and thank you very, very, very much. Okay, now we have to start from the scratch. Start from the start again. I'm joking. Start from scratch. We're not going to do that. So when we get onto that runway, 0 through to 80 knots, if you do see anything you don't like, please shout it out on stream. From 80 knots through to V1, only going to abort for an engine failure or loss of control, predictive wind shear warning, or a blown tyre. From V1, you guessed it, we're taking it into the sky. Talking about taking things into the sky, this chart just here, this is the chart 11-1 for the ILS DME. Or localizer DME for runway 02. It's the runway we're departing off. You can see the basics here. It's course 016 and an ILS frequency of 109.9. Peanut, welcome to the Fight and Flight Club, brother. Thank you so much. Welcome. Make sure you've got your Discord and you've got your Twitch link to your Discord, so you get a whole bunch of extra stuff as well. Really very much appreciate it, mate. Thank you so very, very much. Totally thought it would be funny to interrupt me. Well, I appreciate the sub all the same, mate. Thanks, buddy. Okay, so we've got the course 016 set on my side. We've got course 016 on your side. If we come down to the radio panel there, you can see the ILS frequency 109.9 dialed up there as well. Coming down to the minimums for a full approach is 323 knots. We need about about 800 meters visibility. But only 550 RVR. You can see we got 323 feet dialed in just there. Having a look at the terrain around, I don't know why I said there was no terrain, because there's a shitload of fucking terrain. If you have a look in the top right hand corner of our chart just here, you can see the MSA around Christchurch Airport. To the south, 5,300. There's a pocket to the northwest there, 7,100 feet, yowzers, and 4,600 feet to the northeast. So if we have trouble when we get airborne climbing up, we definitely want to head out to that sort of northeast quadrant, get up to at least 5,300 feet to come south for the start of the approach. If we do need to come back, we are about a ton under our max landing weight, so if the situation permits, we'll stay up there and burn off a little bit of fuel. If the situation does not permit us staying in the air very long, we'll come back here and try and accept an overweight landing and run that procedure if we have to. If we do need to come back, we'll use the autopilot. There's a fair bit of cloud around. I'll just do a circuit around, get vectors. We've got ATC here, and just come straight back in and land there. Okay, if nothing does go tits up, it's this chart just here, 10-3 kilo for the Christchurch 5 Alpha radar departure. Same sort of MSA. Hey. Trentavia fan, thank you so much for the follow. Welcome to the stream. Same sort of MSA around this place for departure. Looking visually, it's 001, and then it's expect radar vectors. There's some minimum climb gradients here, and for our departure today, it's minimum turn altitude 530 feet, track 001. Expect radar vectors for our departure. That transition doesn't apply to us. We're not going across the ditch today. Okay, guys, that concludes the departure briefing. If anyone's got any questions, please let me know. Oh crap, we might be in a spot of bobby here. No, we're okay. Alrighty, it's all good. I just had a bit of a brain fart there. Nothing we need to worry about. Can you say all that again? That's a negative. Okay, guys. Well, I think we're pretty much good to jump into VR and get the hell out of here. So I think that's exactly what we should do. I'll see you all back here in just a sec. Okay guys, welcome back to the flight deck. Hopefully you guys can hear me okay. So I just need to do a little bit of admin here, so I do apologise in advance. I just need to do, whoops. Oh, it's all going to shit. I just need to do a little bit of controller adjustment here. So what are we? Joystick, where... Ooh, that's not what I wanted to do. We go back in front of that. So the left controller. So I just need to change my buttons here, guys. This guy just here. Yeah, so what is it? Special? Command to key, special function, there we go. Apply, and I just need to change this one as well. CMD2 is push to talk. Apply. Go. Did that kick me off VATSIM? No, it didn't. Alrighty. Is this Beat Saber? Yeah, mate, totally Beat Saber. Alrighty, it's time to do some checklists. So all those come on. What do we got? We've got a little bit there in the center tank, but we're not going to run that for the takeoff because we're under a ton. So now it's time for the before start checklist. Oh, Deb, you cleared to close. Bitch, she never says anything. We just need to make sure we're all locked up here before we go. So closing the doors. And we'll now do the checklist. Okay, there's our, all the doors are closed. Okay, now it's time for the before start checklist.
Via Alpha.
Just going to shut those guys up here for a second. So fuel, we're looking for 8.2, 8.3 tonnes. We've got that, but we are not going to use the centre tanks for takeoff because we're under a tonne. The passenger signs are both on. The windows are locked on my side, locked on your side. The MCP, we've got V2 heading, and flight level 350 is what we've got set. The takeoff speeds, if we go heads down into the box, we've got 140, 141, 149, and 149 is set just there. The CDU pre-flight's completed. The trim is free and is 0. The taxi and takeoff briefing is completed below the line, to the line, below the line. The flight deck door is closed and locked, and the anti-collision light is on. That's the pre-flight checklist, or pre-start checklist complete. Have I got, is that, no, is that better? I had my mic pulled away from my mouth. Is that any better? Awesome, okay. Awesome. Excellent, no dramas. Yeah, it's a bit of a balancing act. It's quite a high, it's got quite a pick up, this new headset mic, and it's a bit of a balancing act to try and get it in the right spot for you guys. Okay, we are good to push back. We'll contact ATC, Bay 24. Approach velocity 9104 with November, Bay 24, request push.
Velocity 9104, push to start approved, time now 17.
Clear push, velocity 9104. Okay, starting the clock. We'll release the brakes. Wave goodbye to the aero bridge, and we're going to go ahead and start our pushback. So we're going to go ahead and jump out of the aeroplane. Ooh, there's another aircraft just there, so we're going to go over here. Oh, we're probably a bit far away here. Here we go. So we're going to just sit here. Better pushback is not working, so you're probably wondering why the hell am I out here. I'm going to manually complete the pushback, so I'm controlling the aircraft with my rudder pedals. Handsome Devil flying the 7.3 Classic. At least someone can get that bastard to work, Dom. Really want to fly that aeroplane, but just can't. Oh, is it stuttery, is it? Oh. It's a new headset, so maybe I haven't got it finessed enough. I'll have a look at the replay after the stream. Is it something I need to stop and fix now, or can we persevere for a little bit? Okay, thanks, pal.
0566 report airborne, runway 02, clear to take off.
see how my my work here is with this line. See if I can line it up.
Christchurch approach 7802.
Keep going. This is SkyMaxx Pro, Simi. SkyMaxx Pro version 3, 4.9.5, I think they are now. Latest patch.
7802 second.
Yeah, good evening, Christchurch approach 7802 requesting.
Oh, look at that. Look at that.
We are at type A319.
Shit, stop the pushback. Stop the pushback. Yeah, both? Yeah, I seem to do it. I don't know if it's just me.
QNH1020, clear to Queenstown via flight plan route.
Okay, let's go ahead and start the engine. So it's 2 then 1 today.
Squawk 5510.
Go ahead and start 1. Just going to shut those guys up again for a second. So we started the timer. We want a good start within 60 seconds. Watching for oil pressure around about 16 to 17% of N2. We'll get some oil pressure. Here comes the oil pressure now. 24% N2, we're bringing the fuel in. Here comes the fuel now. Keeping our hand there just in case we need to shut it down. And we're watching for a nice increase in the EGT and the N1 coming up. If we see any spikes there, or the oil temperature, the oil pressure drop away, or the EGT spike, hovering aircraft is always a good sign. We'll shut down the engine. Okay, there's the starter cut out. The engine has become self-sufficient. We're looking for 20s, 400s and 60s, so 246. In the Zibbo we get a little bit less than that, so that's close enough to 20, 2, 4 and 6. We get a little bit less on the N2, and that was a good start within 60 seconds. So we'll go ahead and start number 1, and go ahead, start the clock again. Be right back. No worries, mate. Cutting the taxi to runway. I don't think we could do too bad a job. There's the oil pressure. Okay, here's 24%. In comes the fuel. Same deal. We're watching for a nice continual smooth increase in the EGT as well as N1. Same for N2. That oil pressure was to drop away. We had a spike on the oil temp there or anything like that. The EGT would be looking to shut down the engine. And it started cut out, the engine's self-sufficient and now starting to stabilise. Same sort of deal. We're looking for 2s, 4s and 6s. Zibbo gives us a little bit of less on N1 and N2. That's good enough for us, and that's within 60 seconds. Stop the clock, reset that guy. We're over to flaps 5, and it's tail time to watch your nuts and guts. Control check. Looking good. Rudder right, centre, rudder left. Center, excellent. Now it's time to do our overhead panel as I do it with a crook neck and totally kill my neck. Okay, time to swing those buses, baby. And we're into that guy there, good. That's good. Time for the probes, no need for the anti-ice, they're all good. Over to the bleeds and packs, they are all good. Into auto for you. Coming along here, you're looking good, you're coming off, and you're coming to reset there. Okay, before taxi checklist, the generators are on, the probe heat is on, the anti-ice not required, the isolation valve, he's over there on auto, the recall is checked, the auto brake is RTO. See you later, Dom. The engine start switches for this, engine start levers are idle detent. The flight controls are checked and the dispatch clearance is checked. We are good to taxi.
Oh, hold up. Give me 2 seconds.
What's your nuts and guts? Approach velocity 9104, request taxi, we can accept Alpha 6.
Velocity 9104, taxi Alpha 6 via Alpha cross runway 29.
Okay, Alpha 6 via Alpha cross 29, velocity 9104. Okay, so down Alpha cross 29 and approach Ace to Alpha 6. Let's go. So on comes the taxi light, clear on the right, there's nothing on the left, let's go.
Cancel Sid, clear direct Glen, radar terrain.
Climb flight level 350, cancel Sid, direct Glen, radar terrain, airback 78.
New Zealand Pacific, requesting direct to Gula.
Gula?
Confirm you would like direct Gula. I confirm New Zealand Pacific. New Zealand 566, okay, clear direct Gula, radar track.
It's a nice 7.4 there. It's a really nice model. Guy standing around doing his pre walk around, his pre-flight walk around. Looking pretty thin, but that's okay. Okay, clear on the right. We're clear on the left. This is an active runway, so on comes the strobes. Alright, what are we doing? Alpha 6, which is just there. That's probably not the best spot to put that, if I'm honest. I feel like that's not there in the real scene, in the real world. Is there anyone from New Zealand on the stream? Have we still got Silent, or we got NZ Poor? Is that there in real life? I feel like that's a misclick by some scenery creator. Oh, kill the strobes. Let's check the crew in the back.
Prepare for takeoff, please.
Okay, the cabin is secured. Have a good flight.
Okay, cabin secure, the before takeoff checklist. So we're looking for flaps 5 and green light. Stabilizer trim is looking at 4.75 units. That's the before takeoff checklist complete. Alright, let's slow up here. This is our turn. This is Alpha 6 right here. And we are ready. Approach velocity 9104. We're holding short of Alpha 6 ready.
Velocity 9104, report airborne, runway 02, cleared for takeoff.
Clear for takeoff, velocity 9104. Okay, on comes the squawker, double sing the chimes, on with you, on with the squawk, we've been cleared for takeoff, on come the lights. We are clear on the left, and let's have a cheeky look down the right side. We're looking pretty good on the right there also. Dom's left us a nice little bit of the runway to remain. That's nice, Dom, thanks mate. We're ready to go. Let's see if I can nail this fucking turn over the runway. What do you reckon? Did we get it? You guys see the external view there? Looks like we got it. I reckon we got it. Alrighty, up to 40% and then we're engaging toga. Both come up together. Both stable now together. Toga, let's go. Okay, a little bit of forward pressure there on the yoke as per the standard policy. Bit of crosswind, there's 80 knots, checked. Hands remain on the throttles in case we need to abort. Up to V1 and then we're going off. There's V1, there's rotate.
Positive rate.
There's positive rate. Gear up.
$400.
Hey. Bum, bum. Here we have a 3 Kev. Thanks, buddy. Welcome to the stream, mate.
1,000.
Okay, there's 1500. We should expect acceleration height. And 001. Oops. 1. Approach g'day, velocity 9104 is 2100.
Velocity 9104. Identify climb for
2500.
for Christchurch 350, clear direct Glen for radar track.
Okay, flight level 350, direct Glen, velocity 9104. Okay, 350 set, and we are direct to Glen. That's the flaps coming all the way up.
566, contact Christchurch control 129.4, bye-bye.
129.4. 129.4 is that next frequency of ours. 29.4 is ready. Time for the after takeoff checklist. After takeoff checklist, we're looking for engine bleeds are on. So engine bleeds are those guys just there, they are on. The packs, we're looking for auto. They are both in the middle auto for the packs. The landing gear up and off is up and off, and the flaps are up, no lights. That's the after takeoff checklist. Sorry mate, no lazy 8 today. Helps if I get on the right chart though, that'd be nice. You off to Australia before, James? Are you airborne? Hey. Might swing out of what do we got here? What do we got there? Ooh, Pelon? 346, thanks very much for the follow, welcome. 5200, Richard.
0802, which is approved time now, 30.
0902.
Okay. We might swing to the weather radar on my side. We'll put terrain, a bit of the rain on your side there, guys. I'm just going to play with your knobs. Don't mind me. Okay, we're above the weather now, so we'll ding the crew. That's for them to get out of their seats. Right, which type of VR for simulation do you think is better? So it depends on what your simulator is. If you're an X-Plane, I think Oculus by far do the best iteration of VR. There's 10,000 feet. We're going to start accelerating now. Off come the lights. And the loader light's already off. Hey Rev, I haven't seen you for ages, mate. How are you, bud? Good to see you. We've done that after takeoff checklist now, so we can pull that down. That next checklist for us is going to be the descent checklist. Good to see you. Yeah, good to see you, mate. Oh, you do lurk in? Oh, right, mate. Well, hello to you too, brother. That's okay, mate. All good. Good to see you, though. Thanks for at least saying hello. What flight time is... 3Cav. Hello, mate. Welcome to the stream too, buddy. What's flight time like in the sim? Is it real flight is 1 hour? How long does it take here? Yeah, 3Cav, so... if your flight's an hour and 9 minutes in the real world, it's going to be very close to an hour and 9 minutes in the sim, basically. All the upper winds are modelled, all that sort of stuff. As you can see, the overcast cloud front that moved through Christchurch is just here. We're chasing it down right now. You can see that out the window. So yeah, absolutely realistic. Okay, there's our transition flight level over to standard. 1013, 1013. I swear, guys, by the end of this flight, I will stop playing with your knobs. And I think we're good enough to, I think it's smooth enough to let the packs up, so we'll go ahead and turn the fasten seatbelt sign to auto. If you leave it in auto, when you come through 10,000 on your descent, you'll get the automatic lights come on there in case you forget. So you never see airlines go all the way to off. They basically go to auto because that gives them a bit of a security blanket that if it's a high workload on descent, if they forget through 10,000 feet, the belts will come on automatically. Okay, there is our overcast. I hope you've enjoyed all the satellite scenery that we've downloaded for New Zealand. Looking absolutely amazing out the window there. And then we look out here and, yeah, tough shit, everyone. Oh, there's a mountain range you can see just over here. Just grab that. Oh, that's not a fucking real handle. Oh, I just grabbed that with my controller to pull myself forward up towards the window. We're going to leave that just there. That's not a real handle. There's nothing there in the real world. Oh shit. It's funny, you kind of forget the reds kick it in. It is a little bit. Speaking of that, we need some more. So what I'm going to do, guys, now that we are on our way, I'm going to jump out of VR and I'll be back here in just a second. Okay, welcome back to the flight deck, everyone. What I might do is just do a very quick reset of the audio here, just really quickly. There we go. I didn't restart my main gaming PC before the stream today, and that might have stuffed up some of the audio.
02 taxi Alpha 6 via Foxtrot.
Via?
Cross runway 29.
Foxtrot Alpha for Alpha 6 across 29 at New Zealand 802.
All right, lovely. We are on our way. Yeah, the NZ guys always seem to be very chill. What we're going to do, speaking of chill, guys, I am out of this little sucker just here, which is a travesty. I'll see you all back here in just a sec.
Christchurch approach, g'day, good evening,
Okay, welcome back, everyone. More importantly, hello and cheers to you all.
149, stand by.
Hey, Daddy, welcome to the stream, mate. I hope you're doing well. We're just out of Christchurch, mate. Headed northward to lovely Auckland. Excuse me, wow.
Approach ready for takeoff,
New
New Zealand 802.
Zealand 802.
New Zealand 802, report airborne, runway 02, cleared for takeoff.
What airborne, clear takeoff 02, New Zealand 802.
Alrighty, while we're climbing up here, we're always trying to stay, if I can get my voice to work, we're always trying to stay on top of the aircraft, or stay ahead of the aircraft at least. You can see here, if I zoom right out on the chart, if I zoom further out on the flight plan there, you can see us, a little magenta arrow. We're headed north to Auckland tonight, and let's have a look at some of those charts for Auckland. So we're just going to go ahead and get rid of all my charts down here along the bottom here. Close you and go up to Auckland and have a little bit of a look at what Auckland looks like. We'll open some charts there. Get the ground chart up first. That's the easiest one. Get a bit familiar with the airport here.
At all able to have a route past direct? My speed broken.
I've never been asked if you can. Wow.
Negative.
Anyway, I have explained, but Oculus is quite impossible to. Oculus, yes. a Rift S is quite difficult to find. They're going like absolute hotcakes with everyone being at home due to COVID. A friend of mine also is very, very keen for a Rift S and hasn't been able to get one, unfortunately. Alrighty, let's have a look at some charts for Auckland, just familiarise ourselves with the airport just here. So it's on the coast, obviously, not too dissimilar to Wellington. And as you can see there, 23 left and 05 right are our options just there. Can I get some weather in the chat, please? The latest weather for Auckland, please. Currently working on some cabin layouts for self-loading cargo. Sounds very interesting, mate. Okay, there is Auckland, 26 at 0900. So that's about 38 minutes old. Thanks, Eddie. I appreciate it. So we've got the wind is 080 at 11 knots. Good visibility. There's rain, scattered clouds, 6,500. It's overcast at 8,000 feet. And we've got a temperature 14, dew point 13, and the QNH 1012. There's a tempo active, so some temporary reductions in the visibility of 6,000 meters or 6 kilometers, and some rain. Oh, the damn rain is getting me by the sounds of it. Okay, so it's going to be runway 05 right for us today for this flight. One thing I love about the Navigo for Charts app is you can do a real big overview of your arrivals, and it makes it really easy to decide where you're going to come in via. So if I come down a little drop down here, our destination is you can see all the arrivals, but the approach we want to do is going to probably be something for 05 right. So we'll go 05 right. Lingu sounds about right. Just chuck that in there. So something via 05 right. If we go arrivals here and have a little bit of a look, you can see a summary view of all the arrivals and where they're coming in from. So I'm guessing, looking at this, it's going to be a Dave 5 Bravo or a Dave 5 Delta for arrival, because they're off our route just there. So let's and they both basically come around to 05, which is the side of the airport that we're going to do the approach on. So let's go ahead and we'll close that and just have a look at some of those approaches now. So I might get the charts back up. So we want a star chart for the Daves. So the Dave, oh shit, there's a shitload of Daves. Which Dave was it? So 2, 3, so it's good. So they're probably the Dave 5, the Dave 5 Bravo or the Dave 5 Delta. Okay. So what we might do is we might get that and just go, can we bring that up here on this chart just here? Is that going to work for us? Hello? Okay, it's not, so that's cool. We can just go the 5 Bravo. We'll pin that one, and the other arrival we're looking at is the 5 Delta. We'll pin that guy as well. Go just have a look at some of those subtle differences here. Hey! Aw, mate! L268, thank you so much for continuing your Fight and Flight Club subscription. 3 months, brother. Hope you're all doing well, mate. Hopefully get you those PC issues you're having sorted. You were doing a reinstall there and a couple of crashes. Hopefully you've got that all sorted. I haven't been able to catch those streams lately, unfortunately, just some work. So thanks again, mate. I appreciate your Fight and Flight Club subscription. Are there features missing in that app compared to the real iPad flight apps? Yeah, 3Kev, affirm there absolutely is. If you ever catch some of my flying where I do some GA flying, so some general aviation flying, I've got a more comprehensive application called AvPlan EFB that I use when I'm flying in the real world. It allows you to put your flight plan in there, allows you to put in your altitudes and a couple of other things as well. And it's a little bit more of a real EFB rather than just a dedicated charts app, which this program is, unfortunately.
Are you talking to Sid Control? so.
GA. Yeah, okay at the moment, so he is hoping for healthier sim behaviour. Ah, nice, mate. Glad that you're not having issues. Okay, so it's definitely not going to be that guy just there. The Dave 7 Charlie. I don't know. Maybe I accidentally chose that wrong guy there. It's maybe it's this guy just here. Where's there? There's Lingu just there. So Davey, the Davy's just there. So the Davy, what are we looking at? The Davy 5 Bravo looks like it's probably the goer. 1,000 feet to level. You can see that guy just there through flight level 340. So that's definitely looking like that's more what we want. You can see Lingu just there, the start of the approach. If we go to an approach chart for Auckland, I'll just get an approach chart up here really quickly. What do we got? The ILS DME for 05 right. We'll pin that guy and have a look. You should see Lingu somewhere out the up here, the approach, and there you go. There's Lingu just on the far left of the chart. So we'll go ahead and get rid of that guy. And, yeah, we want to close you. Just want to look stars. There's the Charlie as well. I just wanted to have a look at Charlie, the Delta. We got the Bravo, do we? Or the Delta? The Bravo. So what's the Delta? The Davy 5 Delta is the other one that I just wanted to look at. Okay, so it's not that one because that takes us to Atama. And we want to go to Lingu. So that's not the one for us. Okay, so we'll get rid of that guy just there. Close you. And... check. That's not the one we want. Here we go. Close. Here we go. So we've got our 3 charts up now. So we've got the Davy 5 Bravo arrival that takes us to Lingu. From that, we then jump on the ILS from Lingu for the ILS approach for 05. And that chart takes us to the ground chart where we roll out on 05 right. Hopefully that makes sense to everyone playing along at home in my logic for finding the arrival for our flight. Probably going to hold a center and he'll tell us totally to do something else. Hey Dom, are you still with approach or are you with center now? That didn't work. You're on center, okay. Approach velocity 9104. Just confirm. Do you want us with you still or are we with center?
Velocity 9104. Thanks for reminding me of that crash that you could try 129 before. I may have already handed you over, but I might not. Don't worry about it.
Okay, no worries. And just confirm that was 129.4 for velocity 9104.
Okay, sir.
Okay, thanks. See ya. Auckland Control, good evening. Velocity 9104, flight level 350.
9-1-0-4 Christchurch Control. Hello. Identified flight level 350.
Excelente. Okay. Well, we are identified, and maybe I can go plug my iPad in. No, that's the wrong charge cable. And of course, the charge cable I want has fallen behind my desk into the piles and piles of cords there, which is basically one giant big fucking fire hazard. I actually will give you guys rare behind the scenes access here. Let me just check it's not too bad. Yeah, okay, let's just check here. So we like to fly with obviously our wine. That's very important, and our little pug guy just here, just to make sure. I don't know who he's looking at, but he keeps me sane as well. And you can see they're very well used. I think it's getting moldy. It looks like it's getting moldy. My Warthog, Thrustmaster Warthog, just there. If we go down low here, you can see, yeah, it's not looking great. Oh, there's my cable. There's my cable. The beast in the corner, and you've got the other streaming PC, which is hidden away behind just there. The good old rudder pedals, my Thrustmaster rudder pedals, just there. Where's the comfort sock? I got some socks just over there. And the doggies are not with me tonight. They're outside getting some love from Francis tonight. That's probably all I want to show you of my very dirty office. My keyboard's fairly clean though. I like to keep a clean key. It's a dog hair. I assure you that's a dog hair. Anyway. Put it in the washing machine, she'll be right. Yikes, grey pubes, yeah. Yeah.
What's the 9104 report mark number?
9104 Mach point 78.
What's the 9104 maintain mark station 7 forward or less in the crew?
Oh, okay. Okay, 74 or less, plus 9104. Oh, wow, yeah. Oh, that's what? We're 40 miles behind. We're 40 miles behind someone. Why are we slowing up? Is he sure he's not got me confused with this guy just here? But he's 40 miles in front. What's going on here? That's you, Dom. Yeah, hang on. I'm going to start. It's engage whinge mode. Permission to whinge. Why am I being slowed down? I'm here. I'm nowhere near. What are you doing? So we've got an A320. Hey, James. There's James. Hey, found you, buddy. You're doing a ground speed of 445. I'm doing 5 knots less than you. And there's Dom going 11 knots faster than me. Control velocity 9104.
What's the 9104?
Disregard, sorry. We worked it out, thanks. Okay, so you've been slowed to 7.3. Okay, so he's probably going to use, he's probably given me 7.4.
If it's about the speed, there's just some slower traffic ahead of you, so we're just going to slow you down for a little bit if that's okay.
That's fine, thanks. Yeah, and it was.
Velocity guys, whinging. Alright, let's keep it civil.
Oh, I'm totally the biggest whinger here. Okay, I get it. So, I don't know. You're doing 445 knots, James Lawrence. What speed are you doing? You're doing what? Mach .78s?
Control, New Zealand 802 with you, flight level 280 on 126.1.
Don't start a shit fight. When have I ever complained about anything ATC related? I got it, Dom.
His frequency is 126.1. You're currently with me on 129.3.
Okay.
I'm outbound from Christchurch. He's just passed me off to you, New Zealand 802.
He's here, dude. New Zealand 802 is going to Queenstown.
New Zealand 802, stand by.
I get it. Continues to whinge. I blame the wine. Almost out too. Almost time for another bottle. I mean another glass.
You're identified flight level 280.
Are we back?
Yeah, sorry.
Dom, you got the radios now.
I think I was looking in the wrong part of the country.
Cheers.
New Zealand 556, break, airback 78, both you. Can you please contact me on 123.7?
Okay, welcome back to the flight, everyone. We're now settled in for the long haul.
Control, airback 78, flight level 350. Airback 78, hello.
Are we there yet?
New Zealand 566, g'day.
Sucks. G'day.
139.104, same to you, contact me 123.7.
123.7, velocity 9104. 123.7. And control hello 9104.
Velocity 9104, Christchurch, control hello.
G'day, mate. How you going, mate? How good is wine? Ah, damn. Cheers, Dom. Alrighty. Well, now that we're up and about, we might just bring the volume down a little bit lower and just mix up some of this this music here. So, bring the volume down a little bit, allow us to hear some of the great tunes here. What do we got here? I have no idea what any of this music is. Let's just play this song. It's such a buzzkill when with the record companies going after Twitch streamers now and issuing DMCA letters and even live DMCA takedowns while streamers are actually live. If you're wondering what a DMCA notice is, it's basically a cease and desist letter for using copyrighted material or playing a song that everyone wants to listen to. We're a big fan of Fleetwood Mac on this channel, as well as some other great music here, and we have some absolutely amazing DJs in the chat. At the moment, until there's a better solution, those days are kind of over for now, which is a real shame. A real shame. Matthew Flies, hello buddy, welcome to the stream. Hello to you. It is a little bit rough. Buff had a really good idea of everyone jumping into Discord, or sorry, everyone playing the songs there on the stream live on listening to like a playlist together. Yeah. That's an idea. I'm toying with that a little bit more. Flaps, we're getting there, brother. Karaoke instead. Hey, Jam Kicker, welcome to the stream. That's not a bad idea. The karaoke. I've got a great singing voice. I think everyone would admit. Anyone that was with me during World Flight last year, where I flew around the world and raised over $2,000 for charity, thanks to a couple on this chat right now, I think you'll all agree with me that I've got a pretty amazing voice. Affle, hello, welcome Lou, welcome to the stream. Direct Auckland, shave off a minute. Yeah, basically with that route you can see beside my head here, I reckon Direct Auckland probably shave you off about 60 seconds, not much more than that. Yeah, I've got an amazing voice, and I've definitely got a face for radio. So you know, I just keep winning. Everything's coming up Millhouse, as they say. X-Plane 11 Simulator. Hello, hello, mate. I don't know what to say. Friday night shift, mate. Nice, mate. But yeah, we're doing the Friday night shift. I'm normally absolutely, I'm not gonna lie, I'm normally absolutely exhausted by the time I get to Friday. But I thought I missed the Wednesday stream. Let's do a Friday night one. X-Plane 11 Simulator. I've never been followed by a simulator before. Thank you so much for the follow and welcome to the stream. Cinemat simulators, what does the world come to? Yeah, Dom.
Requirements across Auckland at time 05 or later. First again for Airpack 78. Airpack 78 requirements to cross waypoint Omkin at time 05 or later.
Requirements to cross Omkin at time 05 or later. VATSIM.
Oh fuck, we haven't got real world time. Shit. We this is why I hate. I don't hate it, but I kind of dislike not running the sim at real time, because you'll get controllers that will just issue that, where they've just issued DOM ahead of me, Continuum, be at a waypoint at a certain time. So basically you're adjusting the speed of the aircraft to cross a waypoint at a certain time. That's a very, very common real world procedure used in oceanic airspace. And when you got to be... You got to be a little bit smarter than I am and not drink so much if they issue that to you when you've brought the time or you've played with your time settings in the sim, because you then basically got to work out the real time and the difference between that and where you are now and that and the sim time. Hopefully it doesn't give that to us, because then I'll be totally fucked. So Buff's right, don't play with the cock. The clock. Fuck. Clock. If you want to play with the other thing, just don't do it on stream. Lou, is that going to be 10 o'clock-ish? Yes, we can. There it is. Oh, hang on. I lost it. Hey Sam. Oh no. No. Outcome time at 08. Do you have an estimate for us at the moment there for the current time?
Velocity 910 for you, currently showing estimated time crossing Omkin at time 03.
Okay, copy. We'll slow down a little bit more there. We're getting to the close to the edge of the envelope here for velocity 9104.
Velocity 9104, yeah, apologies. It's just going to be for a little bit. We're going to get the setback in before you, so I appreciate you cooperating.
Yeah, copy. We've got to look after the elders. Velocity 9104. We're getting close to the engine. It's Coffin Corridor right here, Dom. Like, we're getting closer to it now. I'm almost going backwards. I'm almost going fucking backwards here. 0.69. I could shut off an engine and maintain this speed.
FX 78, no longer requirement to cross Omkin at time 04. You can resume normal speed.
Green dot. Look, that's in the Airbus, isn't it? For us, Coffin Corridor is the start of the this line here, isn't it? Oh, well, it's Airbus, Boeing, they're all tubes. Yeah, it's true, mate. True, brother. True. I haven't been this slow flying before. Jesus. Some nice colour here in that sky, though. I don't know if you guys can see. Can you see our angle of attack here? We got a fairly decent. we're dragging our ass here. Yeah. Shit. Oh, you got the dot there. I don't have the dot. Maybe that. No, we don't have the dot. Maybe that's a classic thing. I don't know. That's what Dom's seeing in his sim just there with the green dot. Maybe that's not modelled. I can't really remember, Dom. I can't really remember. Yeah, us into the drag curve, absolutely. What are we? Have I got the
Alpaca 71 from Gissook, cleared ILS DME approach, runway 05 right, report established.
No, I don't know. What are we? We're about... So there's 5 degrees nose up. There's 2.5. We're about 3, maybe 3.5 degrees nose up here at the moment.
New 1566, contact me 123, dash 9, expect to start clearance at
So the horizon is there. And the horizon on this side is far lower.
566, 123, dash 49. 123, dash 49 in New Zealand 566.
Oh, that's really bad for my neck. was going to get the heat pack out for the stream, but I didn't. Being crouched over your computer and your laptop all day.
1566 Auckland Control, good evening. It's AV5 Bravo, arrival runway 05 right. When ready, descend
5 Bravo.
Auckland, QNH
Ooh, that's what we guessed. Nice job. Dave Hagen, hello, buddy. Welcome to the stream. Thank you so much for the follow. If you got any questions or comments, please feel free to jump in. Are you happy about the VOZ news? I am, mate. I absolutely am. I can't comment on it much more than saying that it's, a very large number of very dedicated people put a hell of a lot of effort, and I was lucky enough to be involved in it to be able to pull off or to assist in pulling some stuff off that's is all sounding really bad now. I was just part of a team that was able to do an amazing job there at aiding a successful outcome, and I'm very, very happy with the outcome. Totally knock something off. One sec. I totally knocked something off and I have no idea what the fuck it was. Pulling something off. Oh, shit. Yeah, flaps. Well, look, I mean, if you look at what Qantas did, you know, you gotta, I don't know. It's yeah, you'd assume that you know, if most airlines would follow suit in a similar thing. Yeah, I can't really offer much of an opinion. Just suffice to say that I'm I'm fully supportive of all the work that Paul and his wider team are doing. We're in very, very good hands. Okay, so what we might do here is get some Asus. So I'm just going to chuck that over there. Alright, what I might do is get that iPad back up here, guys, and we might just swing some Asus into here. What do we got there? The Asus just there. Alright, let's do some work here. What do we got? Auckland 127.8 for the Asus. 123.9 is the next frequency. Let's go get that dialed in there. 123.9 and
Control, hello. It's 85 Bravo arrival, runway 05 right. When ready, descend 1000. Auckland QNH 1011.
Davy 5 Bravo is what Dom got ahead of us. Davy 5 Bravo 05 right. I think it was, is what they said. We'll just write that in there for now. We'll go over and get the Asus 127.8 for Auckland. 127.8 8 is that guy. 127.8.
20 of 08, 0% 20 temperature 14. 2.13% 20. QNH 1011. Percent 20 tempo percent at time 60.
I'll check it in just a sec.
20 right.
Have we
No answer from http://atus.net/.
There it is.
PHP R equals 05 right. The equals 05 right on knob type equals IL send info equals scan meet R equals the percent at time 2609330 Zulu percent.
The fuck is this guy saying?
0. Wind 090 at 10 knots. Percent 20 visibility more than 10 kilometers. Percent 20 percent 2 drop. Percent 20 of 08 0% 20 temperature 14. 2.13% 20 QNH 1011. Percent 20 tempo percent at time 6000 percent 20 right. No answer from http://atus.net/atus.php. R equals 05 right, zip equals 05 right on knob type equals IL send info equals gas meter equals the percent at time 260,930 Zulu percent 20 auto percent 20. Wind 090 at 10 knots. Percent 20 visibility more than 10 kilometers percent 20% 2.
That's horrible. Yeah, we've got we've got percentage 20 there. We've nailed that, whatever the fuck that means. All right, so the Davy 5 Bravo is what everyone's been getting. Let's go chuck that in now because I don't think that's going to be too dissimilar to what we're going to get arrival. .05 right from Lingu on the Davy 5 Bravo. Execute. Chuck that guy in there. Clean that up. There we go. It is Lou. Unfortunately, I'm a bit hamstrung from doing the long streams at the moment because my partner broke their ankle. It's 8:15. I'm on dinner duty to feed 2 dogs and a partner.
Contact me 123 decimal 9. Expect start clearance.
123.9. I've lost 9104. Control, g'day, 9104.
Bossy 9104, Sim Control, good evening. Cleared Davy 5 Bravo arrival, runway 05 right, when ready, descend 1000. Auckland QNH 1011.
Okay, the Davy 5 Bravo 05 right when ready down to 1000 on 1011, velocity 9104. I put the comma in the wrong spot there. Alrighty, well that's what we've already got planned. Let's try to stay ahead of the aircraft here. We're going to go ahead now and down to 110. Now we've got that dialed in. What do we got here? So the box is estimating us down at 5.2 there. 5.2. 5.2 on that, so that's 64.5 if my maths is worth anything. 64.5, we go chuck that in there. That adjusts our speeds. So flaps 40 is the standard for this aircraft, unless it's gusty. It's not gusty down there, so flaps 40, 140. We'll chuck in 2 stages of auto brakes, and what we might do here is just pause the music real quick while we do an arrival briefing. Okay, getting the iPad up just here. What the fuck have you done, Aussie 6? Oh, that's what the actual briefing's giving us. Okay, awesome. That's what it's actually saying. There you go. Just pasted the meta. Pasted the meta? Pasta? Right. Okay, understood. Thanks, mate. I appreciate it. And I understand what the hell is going on right now. Okay, can I please get an updated weather for Auckland? You can get that in the stream chat by doing .meta, METAR, space NZAA. Information pasta. Shit. Okay, there's the latest weather. Thanks, Lou, for the weather flaps. No. So we got this observation was taken bang on the hour. So about 11 minutes ago, 220. Wow, it's really swung around that wind. 220 at 7, good visibility. Oh, no clouds detected. Of course, it's totally fucking fined up. 15 degrees and QNH 1022. Did he say 1011? Oh, yes, I am reading fucking the Gold Coast. God damn it, Flaps! Fuck it! I'm joking. Okay, yeah, right. 090 at 8, good visibility. It's overcast 8,500 and rain. QNH 1011. There's a tempo 6,000 and rain. 1011. I'm just getting it set up on the standby there. 1011. 1011. Let's shut those guys up here just for a red hot second. Flaps, fuck off. And I say that with love and respect. Alrighty, let's go ahead and check our iPad, check the charts. Okay, so we've been cleared, we've reviewed the weather, we've been cleared this guy just here. This chart just here is the Davy 5 Bravo. It's chart Whiskey 10 2 Hotel. And if we go through and have a look from Davy, baby, it's 280 knots at 8,000 or above. You can see that down in the box just there from Davy. It's to Wayukayu? What? Whiskey India? Fuck. At nothing in particular. No, we've got some more restrictions there. Yes, we do. Sorry, 240 knots, which is a firm or below, and between 9,000 and 5,000 feet. You can see there. It's then off to Gityuk. Fuck me. Why can't this all just be like off to Bob and off to Jane and Sam? It's 220 or below and at 4,000 feet or above. From there, it's off to Langu at 3,000 feet or above, 210 knots. We're going to be there at 202. I'm just going to make it a bit of a hard there altitude because I'm a big fan of hard altitudes. We're going to go hard there at 3,000 feet. I don't want to be high there for the start of the approach, or it's very much going to fuck up my day. And then from Lingu, we're jumping on the approach. I'm just going to hold the the arrival briefing just there. We've started our descent here and down to flight level 110. Control velocity 910 for vacating 350 for 110.
Velocity 9104.
Okay, so continuing on with the arrival briefing, it's then bang onto the approach. I might just zoom in a little bit more for the FMC so you guys can see it. Coming on to the ILS approach there, we are very, very late here. The ILS DME or localized DME runway 05 right, it's Whiskey 11-1, and you can see there that I haven't done any of this, which is course... which is course 051. We'll get that guy dialed in, 051, and we'll go grab your knob as well, 051. Heads down, bums up. It's 110.3. Fuck, I haven't done anything before briefing this. No, that's the VOR. Fuck it. Just swing it. No, just swing that. 110.3. We'll swing that. What's the VOR for this joint? 1148. Swing that. 11480. Swing that one as well. Well, there you go, Flaps. There you go. Okay, that guy just there. And what do we want? We want 215. Reset on you. It's 215 is dialed up. Okay, I'm now actually ready for an arrival briefing. Okay, so the particulars are it's course 051, which we got dialed up on both my side and your side. 110.3, we got that dialed up on the left hand side. It's nav 1. On nav 2, we are receiving the VOR. You can see that just there at 84.2 nautical miles to go. Get back to the FMC just here. Drag required. What the fuck? We're fine. I'm not worried about that. That's groovy. Looking at the chart, the MSA within the Auckland airfield is 2,800 feet to that sort of northwest, so that western side, and 3,400 feet to that sort of eastern side. If we have any trouble gaining altitude, I don't see why we would, but if we blew two engines and we couldn't climb up anymore, heading out to the west is definitely more preferable than hitting the mountain on the right. The transition on the way down to flight level 130 or 13,000 feet. If we look at the missed approach, if we cock it all up and go round, it's track 051 to MRAG and climb to 3,000 feet. You can see there on the chart, MRAG almost basically straight ahead. We're going to jump on the approach at 3,000 feet. We've got for a ILS DME full 215 for the Barrow minimums. You can see that there 215 dialed in there. RVR, we need 550 meters or visibility 800 meters we are required just there for our arrival. That visibility in one of those airports that we've got there in the meta there in the chat is definitely over that just there. Okay, it's going to be a flaps 40 landing for us tonight. The box has given us 140, so we're going to go flaps 5 down the approach. So it's going to be 145 down the approach, flaps 40 standard for the 737. Auto brakes 2 for us. Coming in on the chart, you've got a stack of options: Alpha 7, Alpha 5, Alpha 3. Failing that, it'll be Alpha 3 Alpha. Failing that, Alpha 2 Alpha. Failing that, Alpha 1, and then Alpha 1 Alpha. Failing that, we're all going for a bit of a swim, so I all hope you brought your togs. Okay, yeah, and then we're into the bay after that. That is the completion of the arrival briefing. If anyone's got any questions, please let me know. It's time for a descent checklist. Descent checklist is pressurization. Damn it, I knew I didn't brief one fucking thing. I missed one thing in my arrival briefing. God damn it. It was the elevation of this place. The elevation of the airport is 23 feet. We're going to leave that at 0. You can see that just there. The landing altitude is 0. The recall is checked. The auto brake is level 2. Landing data, got the VREF of 140, minimums of 215 feet, and the approach briefing is now completed. Why did the chicken cross the road? Why did the chicken cross the road? And I think we need to have a chat. We probably should have a chat to the packs in the back there and just let them know what's going on. Fucking peanut. Fuck my life. Shit. Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, from the flight deck, your captain speaking. I'd like to take this opportunity to welcome you aboard Virgin Australia flight 9104 up to Auckland tonight. We do apologise for the delay to your service. Unfortunately, the aircraft was a little bit behind schedule there, but we've endeavoured to make up as much time as possible. As you can tell, we have started a descent into Auckland. The box has got us estimating having you there about 1/4 the hour. We'll have you on the bay shortly after that. The weather down there in Auckland is not looking too great. There's a wind out of the east there of about 20 kilometres per hour, some passing showers through the area, and a temperature of 14 degrees. On behalf of all of us here at Virgin Australia, we trust you've had a pleasant flight. We thank you for choosing us, and have a wonderful evening. And cabin crew, prepare for landing. Okay, that's me back with you guys. That's the PAX brief done, and the crew have been told to prepare for the landing. Welcoming you aboard during the descent. Hey, we're busy up in this pointy end. We're busy.
149er, I've got some track shortening for
How
you.
good are landings?
Track direct, Ohaka, Oscar Hotel.
Ah, shit.
Track direct Oscar Hotel BLR, thank you.
The box, that's no way to talk to Deb. I got the part where you read the wrong weather, then nothing after that. Well, Peanut, you're just going to have to believe me in saying that I got this. Only a couple do. It's a bit of a sweetening deal for us delaying for the Max issues. Hey, Barnes, right, buddy? Where have you been? Hello, mate. All right, very good. Captain, have you been drinking? Ladies and gentlemen, from the flight deck, your captain speaking. I'd like to take this opportunity to welcome you aboard Virgin Australia flight 9104 up to Auckland tonight. We do apologise for the delay to your service. Unfortunately, the aircraft was a little bit behind schedule there, but we've endeavoured to make up as much time as possible. As you can tell, we have started our descent into Auckland. The box has got us estimating having you there about 1/4 the hour. We'll have you on the bay shortly after that. The weather down there in Auckland is not looking too great. There's a wind out of the east there of about 20 kilometres per hour, some passing showers through the area, and a temperature of 14 degrees. On behalf of all of us here at Virgin Australia, we trust you've had a pleasant flight. We thank you for choosing us, and have a wonderful evening. And beautiful. Sorry, Control, go ahead for the 9104.
We'll see 9104 descend via the star profile 3,000 feet.
Star 3000, velocity 9104. 3000 is set. Lou, just a couple of 100,000 times. Okay, yeah, let's jump on the local Q&H here. That guy there, 1011, and 1011. We might have to adjust some of this weather here. SkyMaxx probably. Oh wow. Yeah, okay, we're doing the best we can, SkyMaxx. I'm giving it all she's got, Captain. You're just gonna have to suck it up. The old SkyMaxx doesn't like a hell of a lot of weather here. While we're on our descent here, we're probably going to jump in here and get the right charts up. That's going to be a big bonus if we landed with the right charts here. What do we got? We've got Whiskey 10.9 for the first chart. Whiskey 10.9. It's that guy just there. The next chart we want is the ILS DME, which is 11-1. Approach 11-1, 05 right, and we've got the arrival chart, which is for 10.2 hotel. 10.2 hotel, the Davy 5 Bravo. Okay, there's our charts. They probably look a bit familiar. That guy just there, that guy just there.
Auckland Center, Qantas 149, we'll just be levelling off a flow 300 for a period of 2 minutes just to gain some speed, just so you know that.
Yeah, right, do what you gotta do, brother.
No worries, that's not a problem. Like I said, all Auckland and other sectors will be closing in approximately...
Okay, tower, New Zealand, Auckland Tower 118.7. 118.7. There we go, got our next frequency dialed up, ready to go. Ooh, wow, we're getting some really shocking performance in the sim when we look up. Really shocking performance. We look down, everything looks good. We look up, and wowzers, it turns to absolute shit. Bring that weather down, eh?
Thank you, sir. Contact Auckland Tower 118.7. Safe landing. Auckland Tower 118.7. Thank you very much.
Okay, so slobbing up through 10,000 feet. We'll take this opportunity to bring our volumes back up, and there we go. Yeah, there's something totally mincing my frames here for SkyMaxx, and I have no idea what it is. That's overcast clouds. Maybe we'll solid soft broken soft HD. We might make that. They have soft standard definition too. Wow, if you can't run SkyMaxx in overcast in my computer, how the hell are other people going to run it? Okay, through 10,000 feet for us, that's the seatbelt signs coming on, landing lights on, and I will turn the logo light on for everyone there playing along at home. I don't know what's going on. I'm looking at the cloud in front of us here. It's looking, yeah, something's going on. Don't know what's going on, guys. Getting 26 FPS here in the sim at the moment by just looking straight ahead. If I look down, I get 65. Look straight ahead, and I'm back to 26. All right, let's bring you right in, SkyMaxx. Like, let's bring you down to, like, I don't know, 2,300 meters. What's that going to do? Okay, we're... Same deal. You don't like any distance here. So, okay, we're just going to go back to you and chuck you just there. Yeah, I don't know. I think SkyMaxx in their latest update has totally balked something, because we're getting far less performance than we ever have before using SkyMaxx. Turn it off and on. Yeah, we've done that. Doing that sort of reset, that weather reset. I might do it again. So go down to force weather reload. Nah, same sort of deal. When we jump into VR, this is going to be an absolute nightmare. And we're going to have to jump into VR because it's getting very, very close to that time. So we'll see you all back here in just a sec with like 10 FPS if this is going to be the case. I'll see you all in just a sec. Flaps VR is a little bit, but SkyMaxx is totally killing my machine for some reason, and I have no idea what it is. Let's go jump into VR and see what happens. Okay, welcome back to the flight deck, everyone. Now that we've descended through the clouds, we're pretty good. We're smooth on the performance here. There's something there about going through those clouds that the sim totally didn't like. But now that we're under them, everything looks good. Okay, you can see us on the chart. We're the little red guy just here. We're tracking to Lingu. From Lingu, we're going to start the approach. You can see here it's to get UK and then right to Lingu. The aircraft is helping us with the turn there, as you can see just there. Into the rain we go. No VR rain. No VR rain in Vulcan by the looks of it.
49104, cleared ILS, CMA approach, runway 05 right. You're following an airpack 733 on the 5 mile final. Report established.
Okay, cleared for the approach. We'll call you established. Velocity 9104. Okay, we've been cleared for the approach. The approach checklist is altimeters 1011. 1011, and over your side 1011, that's the approach checklist complete. Okay, down to 3000. We're going to be at 3000 at the start of Lingu. We might go flaps 1 here. Flaps 1.
1,000 to go.
Give us a bit of help in slowing down and we'll go VOR lock here. Damn it, we're raining, but we've got no VR rain, so no VR rain on the windshield, so no need for the wipers today. I forgot that in Vulcan VR rain is broken. Yeah, it's a real shame. It does, yeah, Lou, it does. It works for Vulcan, but the rain is probably a reason I'll stay behind and not go to Vulcan, because being in VR is very, very immersive. Being in rain in VR, where you've actually, it's raining so bad that you've got the wiper going, and it's raining so bad that you have the wiper on max, is so, it's just, it totally brings you into a whole different world in VR. And it's very, very immersive, and having it broken in VR is very, very disappointing. 051, so missed approach 051 3000, 051 3000 is set. We're on the ILS, it's now into approach. We'll go to flaps 5. Thanks James, appreciate it mate. And there's the glide slope as well. Gear down, flaps 15. Approach 439-104 established.
439-104, thank you. You can contact Auckland Tower 118.47. Appreciate the cooperation tonight.
No worries, and over to Tower 118.7-104. Good night.
G'day.
Tower, g'day, velocity 910405, right approach.
Velocity 9104, g'day, continue approach number 1000.
I know that voice, continue approach, velocity 9104. And the rain still follows your head in Vulcan. This is a bug that's been around for 2 years. Come on, X-Plane, get your shit together, it's unacceptable.
Taxi 912 Auckland, you can take it right up by taxi, standard 25 Bravo 4, can I? Vacate left Alpha 5, taxi standard choice Bravo.
Alright, let's go straight to 145, flaps 30. And straight to flaps 40, landing checklist time, landing checklist. Engine start switches for this aircraft remain on auto. The speed brake is not armed, that's the red line. Landing gear is down and flaps are 40, green light, landing checklist complete. We are not cleared to land. Hey Rebel, I've reached out. I'd love to be considered to help them deep dive their VR. You know, VR's on their dev list, it's at the bottom, and I don't agree with that. With Track IR, they have a really good opportunity here. Come on, aeroplane, to do VR well. Take some lessons learned from X-Plane here. To the land velocity 9104. And we are cleared to RAN. On comes the taxi light. And I think we might go for a bit of a fry. I have control.
1,000. 1,000 feet stabilized, Mr. Approach altitude set.
Is checked. Isn't it silent now, Dom? I thought it was. That's why I said I know that voice. Is it not? Shit. Is it someone else? Oh, fuck. Okay, righto. So this guy's probably thinking I'm a stalker standing outside his bedroom window going, I know that voice. Shit. Hey, glad to hear you. Hello, mate. Welcome to the stream. Okay, for those of you on the stream and on the chat, it's going to get a little bit busy here for me for the next second here, so I do appreciate and apologise if I miss your message. I just need to look out the window for the next 20 seconds. Rob Harris.
400. 300. Approaching minimums.
200. Minimums.
Continue.
100. 50. 40. 30. 20. 10.
There we go, alright.
39104, welcome to Auckland, UK, West, Alpha 5, taxi, standard choice flight, Bravo 5, g'day.
Okay, vacate left, which we're doing now, into the bay via Bravo 5, 9104, good night. Alright, welcome to Auckland, everyone. Where the local temperature is fucking cold. Alright, we've got a bay straight ahead of us just here.
Station, Auckland Tower, now closing, minus done 122 days, g'day. Thanks, mate, see ya.
Master caution, anti-ice. Kill the lights. 1 for the APU. And we've got 3 minutes on the timer here. It started on your side, but we've got 3 minutes to let the engines cool down, so we can't come in here and shut down just yet. Taxi light off. Off. Yes, you're good. You're coming up. So the real aircraft, most air operators will have a 3-minute cooldown period to stop metal fatigue by letting the engines idle. The fuck are you talking about? I'm on the line, asshole. Okay, I'll go right. What do you... The fuck are you talking about? The line's just here. Hi, everyone. I'm not going to listen to this asshole. Kiwis. Fuck, how hard is it? Hello. Okay, we're probably going a little bit slow here. That's it? Righto, we're going to pull up just there. Okay, 3 minutes. I reckon we've got another minute or so before we shut down here. Oh, my neck! Bright, there we go. Oh, we didn't end up using that fuel in the center tank, I forgot. Oh well. Alright, that's good enough. We are now on the bus. We're now on the bleeds and shutting down. I haven't turned my anti-collision light off, champ. Off. Fasten seatbelt to off, and anti-collision light is off. We'll turn the wheel well on as well. And stop the clock. What do we have? 1 hour and 24 minutes. There we go. Alrighty. I think it's time for the shutdown checklist. Shutdown checklist. Fuel pumps, everything is off, but we keep 1 for the APU. Ground power's available. Hello, ground. Ground to cockpit. Hello. We got ground power available. Thanks for switching to it now. Okay, that on retrospect was a mistake. We're just gonna fucking stay on that and forget. Obviously there's something wrong with the ground. Shit. Fuel pumps, everything's off, but 1 for the APU. Probe heat is off. Hydraulic panel is now set. We just want to double check if we're turning off the hydraulic pumps. We want to make sure that we got the chocks in, otherwise we could roll around. The fraps are up. The parking brake is set. The engine start levers are cut off. The weather radar is off and off. That's the shutdown checklist complete. I'll see you all back here in just a sec.
All right. Welcome back to the flight deck, everyone. Hope you've enjoyed the stream tonight. We are sitting here on the deck, having made it very, very successfully to Auckland. Unfortunately, a little bit of a shit the weather here in Auckland in terms of the performance in the sim. SkyMaxx can be look absolutely amazing, but really have some issues there with FPS, which is a little bit annoying. All right, let's go ahead and wrap this up. Alrighty. Before I do go today, and I would do a double stint, but unfortunately I am looking after an injured person forever. Basically, no, I take that back. So I am on dinner duty tonight, and it's 8:45 in the PM. So I probably should get my shit together. What have we got there? We've got some very special thank yous. Dom, thank you so much for the raid earlier on and getting the stream off on the best foot possible. I very much appreciate it, mate. Thank you very, very much. In terms of resubs, Aussie68, buddy, thank you. Delta Yankee, we've got Dylan, Jeddah, totally smashing my emotes there, mate. And in terms of the new subs, Peanut, thanks very much. Welcome to the fight, and Flight Club Billy as well. In terms of followers, we've got Dave, we've got Explain 11, we've got Paolum 3 Key, we got Trans Av Fan, hello. We've got I'm Living in Your Hair, Sammy, Jamie, thank you so very much, and welcome to the stream, guys. All right, guys, I think that's it for me tonight. Have a wonderful weekend. I'm going to try and stream tomorrow or Sunday and get a bit of a daytime stream in here as well over the weekend. It's going to be a very, very busy week next week, and I want to try and get some streaming in before then. Until then, see you all for now.
Fuck this shit, I'm out. Fuck this shit, I'm out. No thanks, don't mind me. I'ma just grab my stuff and leave. Excuse me, please. Fuck this shit, I'm out. Nope. Fuck this shit, I'm out. Alright then. I don't know what the fuck just happened, but I don't really care. I'ma get the fuck up out of here. Fuck this shit, I'm out.